13,000 runners slated to register, local and international runners, world-class preparations, 6 categories, 2 starting lines, and the majestic Skyway as the main race route. The Condura Skyway Marathon 2011 is a huge running event in the Philippines, to be conquered for a cause miles away from the roads of the bustling city. Run for the dolphins. Dubbed as one of the most intelligent animals, dolphins are marine mammals that belong to a group of animals called cetaceans, comprised of baleen and toothed whales. Essentially, dolphins are toothed whales, which belong to the family Delphinidae. The rich Philippine seawaters is home to a total of 26 species of cetaceans, both endemic and migratory. But these gentle animals are at risk. Hunting, getting caught in fishing nets accidentally, pollution, and degradation of their habitat are some of the factors that have contributed to their steady decimation. Catching, selling, purchasing, possessing, transporting, and exporting dolphins and whales in the Philippines are illegal. Dolphins and all cetaceans are protected in the Philippines through the Fisheries Administrative Order number 185 and 185-1, as well as FAO 208, the Fisheries Code, the Wildlife Act, and the Animal Welfare Act. But the reality is that these laws are not always implemented. Artist and wildlife photographer A.G. Sanyo has been studying cetaceans in the Babuyan Islands for the past 10 years. Babuyan Islands is an archipelago located in the Luzon Strait north of Luzon Island in the Philippines, where most sightings of cetaceans have been witnessed. A.G. has been at the forefront of the dolphin advocacy in the Philippines.
Historically, there were small barrios in the Philippines who practice whale hunting, like Bohol and I believe some parts of Cebu or some parts of Mindanao, like Surigao. They used to hunt whales in those areas. Most probably, they've passed this tradition on to their sons and grandsons. That's why it still exists in some provinces.
But to date, another cause of concern for the dolphins has arisen.
But the number one concern for us is the captivity industry in the Philippines. I believe that it has grown for the past 10 years. It's a big concern because I believe it's against the law to possess dolphins in the Philippines. But most kids who I encounter in my mural sessions ask me, if it's in the law that dolphins can't be possessed by anyone, how come there are captive facilities in the Philippines? And dolphin shows. There are dolphin shows here.
The Philippines has recently witnessed a growing number of dolphin shows meant to entertain the general public. Dolphin activists have been protesting against this trend, stating that these animals in captivity, swimming in chlorinated pools, are forced to perform, usually under drastic measures, such as letting them go hungry before the shows, so they will respond faster to their trainers.
I'm not sure exactly how the agencies interpret the laws. It's very clear that you can't possess dolphins here. What happens usually is when dolphins are captured, instead of releasing them after rehabilitation, they're just kept there in the facility, probably to stay there for the rest of their lives. Which is wrong because they need to be out there in their social groups. They belong to families, to pods, instead of being part of a show in a captive facility.
A 1985 study commissioned by the UK government on all dolphinariums has concluded that dolphin shows do not at all bear resemblance to the life of animals in the wild. Dolphin shows are what they just seem to be, purely entertainment for the people. The target of animal rights activists is to close this Philippine connection with dolphin shows. The Concepcion brothers, although not directly involved with the dolphin activists, champion the advocacy all the same. They've struck up a partnership with Ayala Foundation and Silliman University, a top marine laboratory located in the Visayas Islands of the Philippines for the benefit of these marine mammals.
Right now, we're very proud of our partnership with Ayala Foundation and Silliman University. So the funds will go to Silliman University to fund research on dolphins in the Bohol Sea. So they're going to do tagging, they're going to find out how many pods there are, what's the population of the dolphins, how long do they live. I mean, it's quite interesting as well. I mean, the first part of conservation is really research and knowledge.
And I also wanted to add that 50 pesos of the registration fee is guaranteed to be for the preservation of the dolphins.
In this case, it's very clear that every runner is the one donating 50 pesos to the dolphins. It's not Condura donating, but it's actually the runners that are donating.
The history of Condura Run is a trail of fundraising events for the benefit of the sea and its bounty. The first Condura Run in 2008 was for the benefit of Tubataha Reefs, an atoll coral reef located in the Sulu Sea of the Philippines. It is a marine sanctuary and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The funds raised by the first ever Condura Run, which amounted to $2,500, was given to the Tubataha Management Office. The Condura Run 2009, meanwhile, was organized to aid in the protection of the whale sharks of Donsol, Sorsogon, the southernmost province in Luzon. The run raised $8,500. Finally, in 2010, the Condura Run adopted the cause of the dolphins of Baclayon, Bohol. A total of about $12,000 was donated to the Ayala Foundation, a non-stock, non-profit social welfare organization which paved the way for a wharf construction facilitated by the Baclayon recreational and aquatic activities of Bohol. This year, the organizers maintained their dolphin advocacy, with initiatives focused more on scientific research, specifically aiming to produce frameworks for progressive programs and policies on dolphin watching at par with international standards. From 2008 to 2010, the Condura Skyway Marathon was able to raise $23,000 in donation and increase public awareness to marine environment. This year, though, they're putting awareness a notch higher with this: the Dolphin Wall.
The reason why we were doing this, or we did this with the Condura Run, is that on one of the mural sessions in Bohol, I met the proponent of the Condura Run, Mr. Ton Concepcion, and incidentally, he's also an avid advocate of dolphins. He asked me to undertake this endeavor here in their event. We wanted all the runners to participate for us to reach a bigger audience for our campaign.
On top of that, they also have the Dolphin Wall, no? Where we created history with A.G. Sanyo. That's 15,000 dolphins, and all of the runners who painted there basically showed their commitment to conserve and preserve the environments.
AG has been at the forefront of this awareness campaign, creating dolphin walls, banking on its visual impact and interactivity to successfully relay and literally imprint his advocacy. For this run, every runner paints a dolphin for posterity. The 360-foot-long dolphin mural will be displayed in the Bonifacio Global City for 2 weeks after the race, after which it'll be broken down into smaller panels, each to be given to various public schools and barangays in Bohol.
Everything starts with knowledge, with awareness. With the murals that we have done all over the country, we have ignited some sort of curiosity and a good amount of awareness, especially for those who painted with us. Also those people who see the murals every day. The ordinary folks would ask, why are the dolphins here? Why are there murals here? So that's the start of being aware. That's the start of gaining the knowledge, the wisdom on how they can take part in this conservation.
It is interesting to note the etymology of the word dolphin. The name is originally from the Greek word Delphis, which was related to the Greek word Delphos, which means womb. The animal's name can thus be interpreted as fish with a womb. It is probably this fact that these mammals actually give birth to warm, living creatures, capable of seemingly returning human affection that has endeared these otherwise wild animals to man.